Did you know that up to 80% of people might be walking around with a significant vitamin deficiency and not even realize it? It's true. This isn't some rare, obscure condition. It's incredibly common, and its effects can range from subtle annoyances to serious health problems. The tricky part is that the symptoms are often mistaken for everyday stress or just feeling a bit off. So, what is this mystery deficiency? We're talking about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. In this video, we're going to uncover why so many of us are lacking this crucial nutrient, what sneaky signs to look out for, and most importantly, what simple steps you can take today to get your levels back on track. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. So why is vitamin D so important anyway? It's not just about strong bones, though that's a huge part of it. Vitamin D is actually a hormone that plays a role in thousands of processes throughout your body. Think of it as a master key that unlocks your body's potential. It's essential for a healthy immune system, helping you fight off colds and other infections. It helps regulate your mood, and low levels have been linked to feelings of sadness and even depression, especially during those darker winter months. It also supports muscle function and can even play a role in heart health. Without enough vitamin D, your body simply can't operate at its best. It's like trying to run a high-performance car on low-grade fuel. It just won't work properly. Given its importance, why are so many of us deficient? The main reason is our modern lifestyle. Our bodies are designed to produce vitamin D when our skin is exposed to sunlight, specifically UVB rays. But how much time do most of us really spend outdoors in direct sun without sunscreen? We work in offices, we drive in cars, and when we are outside, we're often covered up or wearing sunscreen to protect our skin. And that's a good thing for preventing skin damage, but it significantly blocks vitamin D production. Location also plays a massive role. If you live far from the equator, the sun's source rays are too weak for a large part of the year for your body to make any vitamin D at all. People with darker skin tones also need more sun exposure to produce the same amount of vitamin D as someone with lighter skin, making them more susceptible to deficiency. Now for the crucial part. How can you tell if you are one of the 80%? The signs can be very subtle and easy to dismiss. One of the most common is persistent fatigue. If you feel tired all the time, no matter how much you sleep, it could be a red flag. Another is getting sick often. If you seem to catch every cold that goes around, your immune system might be struggling due to low vitamin D. Unexplained muscle weakness or bone and back pain can also be signs. Your body needs vitamin D to absorb calcium, and without it, your bones can become weaker. And as I mentioned earlier, a low or depressed mood, that feeling of the winter blues, can be directly linked to a lack of this sunshine vitamin. Some people also experience hair loss or slow wound healing. The problem is, none of these symptoms scream vitamin D deficiency on their own, which is why it so often goes undiagnosed. So, let's say some of these symptoms sound a little too familiar. What should you do? The only way to know for sure if you are deficient is to get a simple blood test from your doctor. It's called a 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. This will give you a precise reading of your levels and tell you exactly where you stand. Don't just start randomly taking high-dose supplements without knowing your numbers. It is important to work with a healthcare professional to determine the right course of action for you. They can recommend the appropriate dosage and help you monitor your levels to make sure you get back into the optimal range safely. This is not something to guess about. Getting tested is a straightforward step that can give you real answers and a clear path forward. Once you know your status, what are the best ways to boost your levels? The first and most natural way is sensible sun exposure. We're not talking about baking in the sun for hours. For many people, just 10 to 30 minutes of midday sun exposure on their arms and legs, a few times a week, can make a huge difference. Of course, this depends on your skin type, location, and the time of year. Always be mindful not to burn. It's a delicate balance between getting enough sun for vitamin D and protecting your skin from damage. But what if you can't get enough sun? This is where food and supplements come in. Unfortunately, very few foods are naturally rich in vitamin D. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Some foods, like milk, orange juice, and cereals, are fortified with vitamin D, meaning it's been added to them. You can check the labels to see how much they contain. For example, a glass of fortified milk might give you about 100 to 120 international units, or IUs. Egg yolks and some mushrooms also contain small amounts. However, for most people with a true deficiency, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to get enough vitamin D from food alone. This is why supplementation is often necessary. When it comes to supplements, the most common form you'll see is vitamin D3, which is generally considered more effective at raising your levels than its counterpart, D2. The dosage you need will depend on your blood test results and your doctor's recommendation. It can range from a maintenance dose of 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day to much higher therapeutic doses for those with a severe deficiency. It's also a good idea to take your vitamin D supplement with a meal that contains some healthy fats, like avocado, nuts, or olive oil. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means your body absorbs it better when it's taken with fat. This simple tip can make your supplement much more effective. Let's do a quick recap of the key takeaways. A huge percentage of the population is deficient in vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, and they don't even know it. This is mainly due to our indoor lifestyles and lack of sun exposure. The symptoms are common and often mistaken for other things: fatigue, getting sick often, bone pain, and low mood. The only way to know for sure is to get a blood test from your doctor. To improve your levels, aim for sensible sun exposure, eat vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish, and if needed, take a vitamin D3 supplement as recommended by your healthcare provider, preferably with a fatty meal. Taking charge of your vitamin D level is a simple but powerful step you can take for your overall health and well-being. I really hope this video has opened your eyes to this incredibly common but often overlooked health issue. It's just a perfect example of how a small change can have a massive impact on how you feel every single day. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more health and wellness tips that can truly make a difference. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever been tested for vitamin D? What was your experience? Sharing your story might help someone else in this community. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.